back, viewers. As promised, our top focus is the politics over the POW Act, or the Places of Worship Act. The deadline, remember, is looming for the centre to file its counter affidavit in the Worship Act case. That case obviously being heard in the top court, in the Supreme Court. Congress has now decided to join the legal battle. The AICC General Secretary, it was KC Venugopal, who had filed an intervention plea. This is obviously on behalf of the Congress party, where he has opposed the pleas which were challenging the Places of Worship Act. What does this mean? Congress has made its stand absolutely clear. Congress is basically arguing that the act is essential to safeguard secularism in the country, in India, and the present challenge appears to be a motivated and malicious attempt to undermine the established principles of secularism. That's what the Congress party said. What did the Congress basically say in its plea? We will tell you more about it. Let's listen into all the reactions coming in at the moment.
बाबरी मस्जिद जब डिमोलिश की गई तो पूरे देश के अंदर आग और खून का नंगा नाच हमने अपनी आंखों से देखा, और यही कारण है कि ये वर्शिप एक्ट बनाया गया। इसके बावजूद आज सत्ता जिन लोगों के हाथों में है वो तानाशाह बन गए, मस्जिदों के नीचे खुदाई करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, जगह जगह अदालतों के अंदर केसेस फाइल किए जा रहे हैं और जुडिशरी पे भी सवालिया निशान उठ रहे हैं।
There are several communal-minded people who are trying to rake up the issue of temple and masjid, and there has been tension and riots at several places in the country. So in order to disallow the lower courts to give permission to survey every worship of place, relief to the general public.
All right, viewers, we heard the reactions. Now, Congress, as we were telling you, is batting for the Worship Act. They've made their stand absolutely clear. What does the Congress basically say? Why is it against the scrapping of the POW Act? What did it say in the plea? We'll take you through, Congress's statements and the Congress's plea in the top court, one after the other. Now, first of all, what does the Congress say? Why is it against scrapping? It says it's a motivated and malicious plea, the plea which are challenging the Places of Worship Act. They also say that scrapping the POW Act could undermine the secular spirit of the country. Now, that is a statement, the plea which the BJP has also latched on to, which has led to a massive slugfest. What else does the Congress say? They say that it's a product of popular mandate. This is when they speak in favor of the Worship Act. The Congress goes on to say that the Worship Act, they believe it's needed, they say, quote unquote, must to safeguard secularism. That's what the Congress says. And also, not just that, they end up taking credit for the introduction of the act itself, saying that it was a part of the Congress's election manifesto. In their manifesto, Congress says that we've always batted for it. They say that this was promised ahead of 1991 Lok Sabha polls itself. That's what the Congress says. And then what do they say, which has led, as we were telling you earlier, to a massive political war of words? The Congress says that the changes basically can threaten democracy, they can threaten secularism, and they say scrapping could be a threat to the integrity of the nation. So this is what, these are the statements from the pleas which in the Supreme Court, which the BJP also has taken an exception to, and they have started attacking the Congress party on the same. Remember, this move, viewers, is coming right ahead of the Delhi elections as well. This has been 4 years since these proceedings had begun. It's raising questions over the timing as well. The BJP and Aam Aadmi Party both seem to be clashing over the Hindutva issue, and it's in the backdrop of this that the Congress has filed a plea in the Supreme Court. Congress, as we were telling you earlier, has clarified its agenda, quote-unquote, of wooing Muslim voters with this move. That's the allegation coming from the side of the BJP. The reactions to this development also define the political parties stand when we speak of the upcoming capital clash as well, and obviously their larger politics when we speak of the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party. Listen into all the political reaction, how the political parties are reacting to what the Congress had to say in the top court.
अब खुलकर सामने आ गया कि कांग्रेस पार्टी किस प्रकार से वोट बैंक की सबसे बड़ी भाईजान बनना चाहती है। हमने देखा है कि फर्स्ट राइट और रिसोर्सेज एक समुदाय का हो, ये कांग्रेस पार्टी ने कहा है पूर्व में। कांग्रेस पार्टी ओबीसी और SC/ST आरक्षण भी मुस्लिमों को देना चाहती है। अब कैसे भेदभाव करती है। संविधान करने वाली कांग्रेस पार्टी प्लेसेस ऑफ वर्शिप एक्ट के डिफेंस में उतर आई है, इंटरवेंशन फाइल करती है और कहती है कि अगर ये एक्ट हटाया जाता है तो ये बहुत बड़ा एक धक्का होगा सेकुलरिज्म के खिलाफ और कम्युनलिज्म इससे फैल जाएगा।
कांग्रेस ने किया है तो वो जाने, क्योंकि हम तो पहले दिन से बोल रहे हैं कि जो प्लेसेस ऑफ वर्शिप एक्ट 1991 आया है उसकी लाने की मंशा, नियत, इंटेंशन एक ही था कि जो भी चीज 15 अगस्त 1947 तक है, मॉन्यूमेंट्स, दरगाह, मस्जिद वगैरह, उसका आप नेचर कैरेक्टर चेंज नहीं कर सकते। तो हम चाहते हैं कि उसकी पूरी तरह से प्लेसेस ऑफ वर्शिप 1991 का सब सम्मान करे और जो एक्ट आया जिस नियत से, जिस इंटेंशन से, उसका देश दुनिया सब पालन करे, पूरा देश भर को पालन करना चाहिए।
The ongoing debate over the Places of Worship Act has escalated into a political battle, with the Congress now clarifying its stance in the top court. The BJP, in its turn, has launched a sharp attack on the Congress. They have called it, quote unquote, the new Muslim League. This is the tweet I'm speaking of, viewers. A tweet had been put up by Amit Malviya of the BJP. He is the BJP IT cell head, and he has accused the Congress party of declaring, as he says, and I quote him verbatim, a war against Hindus. He cited, quote unquote, again, historical injustices to criticize the Congress party's position on the matter. The war of words, as we were telling you, is intensifying. Both parties are continuing to engage in a bitter political face-off. Mohit Bhatt, my colleague, is joining us live on the broadcast. Mohit, I'm coming to you. Take us to, the war of words which has escalated over the Congress's stand on the Places of Worship Act, and also the BJP now taking a very strong stance. They've attacked the Congress party. Amit Malviya's post, a direct and a scathing attack of the Congress's stand as far as the POW Act is concerned.
Well, yes, in fact, the strong reactions are coming in from the BJP. Now, this after the Congress party has filed an intervention plea in the case that is going on in the court, where various pleas have been filed to quash the Places of Worship Act. And the Congress party in that particular plea basically say that POW is essential for the secular fabric in the country. Now, to which now the BJP has made a scathing attack on the Congress party. Now, the BJP's IT cell chief, Amit Malviya, has basically stated that Congress has consented to India's partition along the religious line. Post that, Congress introduced Waqf law enabling Muslims to claim properties at will and establish mini Pakistans across the country. So clearly, what the BJP as of now is saying that the Congress party introduced Waqf Act so that mini Pakistan should be formed throughout the country. And then in the end, he also goes on to say the Congress has declared open war against the Hindus. It is the new Muslim League. So we see that a very strong reaction coming in from the BJP. BJP has been saying this, that the Congress party did not allow the Hindus of the country to reclaim what they have lost in the history, be it Ram Mandir, be it Kashi Vishwanath, be it Mathura. And it's the BJP who is working for that, and perhaps that is why after the struggle of 500 years, Ram Mandir Ayodhya is being constructed. So the BJP clearly says that POW is detrimental to that, because when we talk about POW, the various pleas have been filed in the court against that, but the Congress party intervening into it and saying that POW is essential for the secular fabric. This has not gone done well with the BJP, where the BJP attacks the Congress party, and in fact they have called them the new Muslim League, who always works for the minority appeasement just for the electoral gains. So we have to wait and watch what exactly would be the response of the Congress party on this. But yes, BJP has been saying this, that Places of Worship Act 1991 has been detrimental when it comes to Hindus and reclaiming what they have lost in past many years, their religious side, how it was.
Telling us, Amit Malviya's post has made BJP's position clear. What is going to be the centre's position? Is it a precursor to what the centre is going to say? Well, we can't predict at the moment, viewers. We'll have to wait and watch. But as the war of words over, this act is escalating, it's intensifying. We have exclusively spoken, and that is our Times Now group editor-in-chief Navika Kumar, who's spoken to Sadguru, who's taken on the Places of Worship Act supporters while calling it quote-unquote, an act of crime against democracy? Listen in for yourself.
What about the Places of Worship Act that is brought up every now and then?
I think that is not an act, that's a crime committed against the nation.
You believe it's a crime?
It is a crime, not that I believe it's a crime. When you tell me that I cannot go and find legal recourse for some problem that I have, then where is my democracy? Where is my rights as a citizen? When you say I can't have legal recourse, I may fail in the court, that's a different matter. But I can't go to the court. This is not a law, this is not an act, this is a crime against Indian democracy.
And those who talk about the Constitution as the guiding principle and are the saviors...
what every day what's happening in the local politics, I don't want to comment about all that. They just want to win elections, so they're doing whatever they can, all right? So I don't want to comment about it. They have every right to do whatever they want, say whatever they want. It's for the people to be judicious and decide who will do better for the country.
So when I ask you about the Places of Worship Act, do you think it's an act that should be actually completely removed rather than being amended?
See, you make a law which is against the fundamental rights of the citizens of this nation, and then you want to redecorate it? No, it must go.
But what would you say to the statements that come up that the Kumbh Mela is being held at a land owned by the Waqf? That, the parliament is built on the land owned by the Waqf?
See, as I said, we are world's 17.6% population and we have world's 4% land. So there is competition for land, all right? This competition, we must, between you and me, you want that real estate, I also want that real estate. We must fight it out commercially or legally. You can't make acts in the parliament in my favor or your favor, and I can take your land and you can take my land, then what is left? Only thing that left is a fight. Don't do that.
So what do you think about the Waqf law?
So one must understand, Kumbh Mela has been on for many millennia. Nobody knows how long. It could be 8,000–10,000 years. I'm saying well before you imagined Islam, it was here. So definitely it can't be Waqf. And whatever these laws are, see, once you make discriminatory laws, you will set up a stage for civil war kind of situation. I'm saying a very strong word.
All right, viewers, the war of words over the Places of Worship Act and the politics around it escalating. We'll keep an eye on that big story through the course of the day. As of now, slipping into a short commercial break.